Good morning and welcome to our studio here in Northeast Ohio. I'm Amy from the Ross Farm and we are opening day 15 of our Advent calendars and it's really exciting. So I wanted to talk a little bit about yesterday's, give a little recap. So we had the fiber and yarn are exactly the same makeup. They are eider, cashgora, and tussa silk. So I just wanted to show you the fiber a little bit better so you can see the lovely striping in it of the tussa silk. And this may be a new to you breed of sheep. The eider sheep is actually a German sheep that was developed using the Leicester long wool, Cotswold, Hampshire, and Oxford. And they crossed that with one of their German marsh sheep to create a new breed of sheep that would be very, very good for their climate and their purposes. And they use these sheep to graze the dikes along the North Sea. So I thought that was very, very cool. These sheep grow primarily along the North Sea, and they were developed to graze the dikes. Crazy, right? So they are a larger white-faced sheep. They have a very difficult to pronounce German name that I'm not going to try. It starts with a W. And I just thought they were really adorable. You can see a lot of the influence in it when you look at the picture of the sheep. You can see kind of what came from who, so that was fun. In the Countdown to Christmas box, we have the Quilt Builder card deck, and I got it all opened up, and it has all of these different quilt block patterns, and then on the back is all of the instructions for creating that quilt block and how much of each block you need to cut for each square, whether it's a 6, 8, 10, 12, or 36-inch block, which I thought that was interesting that they included a 36-inch block. And then here toward the back are also the block charts and the alternating layouts, different layouts, sashed layouts, baby quilt layout, Nordic sweater layout, which is kind of interesting, and then yardage for quilt backing and how to cut, like a few tip cards there in the back. So that is kind of an interesting gift. That is definitely not something I would have bought for myself, but I think it's something that might be cool to have for reference. So I'm actually kind of moderately excited about that. So let's get on to day 15, because that's the exciting part. Let's see what's in here. I've really been enjoying this. I hope you have too. So what's our story today? Day 15. Wenceslas. Oh, we know him. Wenceslas, also known as Good King Wenceslas or the Duke of Bohemia, had a tumultuous childhood and adolescence which resulted in him gaining the throne at age 14, though not taking control until he was 18. His life was short as he was assassinated by his brother in his early 20s. Due to his good deeds, he was canonized, and the legend of his actions was recorded through the centuries and became what we now know as the hymn, Good King Wenceslas. The blend takes its inspiration from the details of this hymn. The blend starts with a very soft base of superfine merino. We've used natural white along with the color pearl to represent the deep, crisp, and even snow that was present on the Feast of Stephen. In the hymn, Wenceslas delivers logs to a man in need of fuel for the fire, so we've used superfine merino in grass to represent the green of the pine trees that these logs came from. Finally, we felt that he needed to add a little bit of luxury. He was a king after all, and this was done with peduncle silk. This silk is a wonderful gray brown, and while it isn't quite as soft as other silks, it complements finer fibers such as the superfine merino very well. And this is a 75% superfine merino, 25% peduncle silk. So that's not a silk that I'm familiar with. I know, Bombyx and Tussa. We'll see what this is like. Oh, I didn't expect this at all. And I love it. That is spectacular. I thought this was just going to be all white with just a little teeny bit of green striping throughout. But it is a really, really, really awesome blend. I am digging this. Really cool. Let's see what the yarn is and see how it is different from the fiber, shall we? Okay, it is exactly the same blend, and it says this super soft yarn uses peduncle silk, a silk that is naturally gray-brown. It is perfect for projects that are going to be worn next to the skin, as it is so snuggly. The natural white merino reduces the vibrancy of both the dyed grass shade and the silk, giving a cooler neutral tone without losing the original colors. Okay. We haven't had anything that was super, super soft yet. So, but this is. Oh my. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. This is like wool bikini soft. This is gorgeous. It's very, very soft. I don't think it would be very hard wearing, although the silk will lend some toughness, but that superfine merino, I'm afraid will pill and make holes in your project very quickly. But for what it's worth, that is really, really deliciously soft. I am a big fan of that one. I'm not usually a fan of superfine merino, but that's some nice stuff. All right, let's do our Jenny's Countdown to Christmas box. What do you think this one's gonna be? This looks like a book. Doesn't feel like one though. It's about the size of a paperback. Let's see what's in here. It's a box. Oh! It is a set of ornaments with little jingle bells on them. And they are like stoneware, I'm gonna say. They're some sort of ceramic. And they're very cute. They have the Missouri Star Quilt Company logo on the back and a quilt block on the front. And they are very cute. I like those. I really like those. That's also something I would not have bought for myself, but I have a tree in my home studio that has all of my hand knit ornaments and all of my sewing and quilting and knitting themed ornaments on it. And these will go right on that tree. That's so cute. I love those. All right. Well, that brings us to my favorite part of our time together. And that is when we talk about our featured product. So today's featured product is our CVM Rommeldale wool roving. And it is a fine wool, and a rare breed. So that is one of my very favorite things. You know how much I love rare breeds. And this is a next to skin soft fine wool. So we have it in several colors. I happened to grab the white today, but there is some oatmeal-y color, a little bit of a gray, and I think there may still be some of the really dark left. But it is available on our website at therossfarm.com, and all of the options that are available are right there on the website under CVM Rommeldale yarn. And it is also a shave 'em to save 'em fiber. So if you're doing the Shave 'em to Save 'em project with the Livestock Conservancy, that will come with a stamp for your passport. And we have some chocolate brown CVM Rommeldales on our farm, and they're just really, really sweet, very squishy sheep. They just look like chocolate marshmallows. They're delicious. But anyways, you can find it on our website at therossfarm.com, along with everything else we've talked about in our featured products for this series. So until tomorrow, we'll see ya.